Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into another fascinating mental model from Charlie Munger's Poor Charlie's Almanac, the influence from mere association tendency. This is one of the most subtle, yet powerful cognitive biases that affect our thinking. It influences everything from the brands we buy, to the people we trust, the investments we make, and even the way we judge situations without any logical reasoning. At its core, the influence from mere association tendency means that we often make judgments not based on facts or rational analysis, but simply because of the things an idea, product, or person is associated with. This bias works automatically and effortlessly. Our brains are wired to form connections between things, even when there's no real relationship between them. Imagine you're watching a commercial for a luxury car. The car is shown driving along a beautiful coastline, the sun setting in the background, the driver looking completely at peace. Your brain automatically connects the feelings of freedom, success, and happiness with the car itself, even though logically, owning that car doesn't guarantee any of those things. But because the car is associated with those emotions, you start to desire it. This is why advertisers spend billions of dollars associating their products with positive imagery. Think about sports drinks featuring famous athletes. The product itself may not make you a professional athlete, but by seeing an elite performer drink it, your mind associates the brand with strength, energy, and peak performance. This bias is not just limited to marketing. It deeply affects our decision-making in more ways than we realize. One of the most common ways it operates is through brand perception. If a product is associated with prestige, exclusivity, or status, people will pay a premium for it, even if it's not necessarily better than alternatives. A great example of this is luxury fashion brands. The reason people are willing to spend thousands of dollars on a designer handbag is not just because of the materials or craftsmanship, but because of the associations that come with the brand. Owning a Chanel or Louis Vuitton bag is associated with wealth, sophistication, and exclusivity. That association drives demand, even when there are equally well-made products available for a fraction of the price. This bias also affects the way we judge people. If someone is associated with a successful company, an elite university, or a popular social group, we tend to assume they are competent, intelligent, and trustworthy, even without any direct evidence. One of the most powerful examples of this is celebrity endorsements. When a famous actor or athlete promotes a product, people often assume that the product is high quality simply because of the person endorsing it. But in reality, the celebrity may know nothing about the product. They're being paid to associate their image with it. The product doesn't change, but our perception of it does. This same principle is used in politics. Politicians often try to associate themselves with patriotism, strong leadership, or economic success by using symbols like national flags, military imagery, or photos with respected leaders. They also try to associate their opponents with negative concepts like corruption, incompetence, or instability. This is why campaign ads focus so much on imagery, because they know that people make decisions based on associations rather than deep analysis. Another area where this bias affects us is investing. Investors are often drawn to companies that are associated with success, innovation, or famous entrepreneurs, even if the actual financials don't justify the hype. A great example of this is Tesla. Elon Musk is one of the most charismatic and well-known business figures in the world. Because of his association with Tesla, many investors poured money into the stock, even when the company was struggling financially. People weren't just investing in the fundamentals. They were investing in the association with Musk's visionary leadership. The same happened during the dot-com bubble. Companies with .com in their name were instantly associated with innovation and future growth, even when they had no profits and no viable business model. Investors rushed in, and when reality set in, many of those companies collapsed. This bias can also lead to missed opportunities. If a company is associated with an old-fashioned or struggling industry, people may overlook it, even if it's fundamentally strong. Warren Buffett has made billions by investing in companies that others ignored, simply because they weren't associated with high-tech innovation or excitement. Another area where influence from mere association affects us is in social and workplace dynamics. If someone is part of an admired group, they're often given more opportunities and respect, even if their actual skills don't match up. On the flip side, people who are associated with failure or a negative reputation often struggle to be taken seriously even when they have talent. A classic example of this is job hiring. If two candidates have the same qualifications, but one went to Harvard and the other went to an unknown university, the Harvard graduate is likely to be perceived as more competent, even though there's no guarantee that they are. The brand name creates an association with excellence, which influences hiring decisions. Even in everyday life, this bias shapes our opinions without us realizing it. If a person we admire expresses a strong opinion on a topic, we're more likely to adopt that belief ourselves, even if we haven't done any research. This is why social media influencers, thought leaders, and authority figures have such a strong impact on public opinion. So how can you protect yourself from this bias? The first step is awareness. Simply recognizing that your brain is making automatic associations can help you pause and think critically before making a decision. When evaluating a product, a person, or an investment, ask yourself, am I drawn to this because of actual quality or because of what it's associated with? Is this person truly competent, or do they just have the right credentials and social connections? Am I avoiding something because of a negative association that may not be justified? By questioning your assumptions, you can make better decisions based on reality rather than emotional associations. Influence from mere association is a powerful force that shapes our perceptions in ways we rarely notice. It's what makes us buy brands we associate with success, trust people based on their affiliations, and invest in companies because of their public image rather than their actual value. By understanding how this bias works, you can protect yourself from manipulation, make more rational choices, and see the world with greater clarity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into cognitive biases, mental models, and decision-making strategies inspired by Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Thanks for watching, and until next time, think rationally, act wisely, and invest smartly.